What's going on, guys? Today we are talking about some really effective diet hacks that I think can help people lose a lot of weight. So let's get right into it, right? So I competed as an amateur bodybuilder in the NGA, which is a natural bodybuilding federation. Everyone is polygraphed and drug tested and everything like that. So these are all vitamins and holistic interventions to allow you to lose that weight and get that last little bit of stubborn fat off, right? So let's get right into it. My stats in the beginning where I was 171 pounds. I don't know my beginning body fat percentage. I estimate that it was upwards of 15. So I believe it was some closer to 18. I almost didn't have visible abs at the beginning of my cut period. And then at the end of it, my body fat was 5.6% body fat. And I was 153.9 pounds, I believe, which was what my weigh-in weight was, right? So it's pretty light. So I lost about 20 pounds. I lost a decent bit of muscle, and pretty much everyone that's natural is going to lose a decent bit of muscle. But these are things that are really going to help you lose more fat than you do muscle. And you want to keep as much muscle on your frame as possible, regardless of what you currently are, because that's going to allow you to look good. And that's going to allow you to get the curves and the figure that you want. When you're losing the fat, that's what you're hoping for. So you want to try to keep the muscle on. Okay. And this goes for guys and girls. Girls, this is not going to make you look bulky or muscular or anything like that. It's just going to make you look beautiful and more aesthetically pleasing. Okay. So let's get right into it. Number one, you have to be in a calorie deficit. Okay. When you're in a calorie deficit, that means that, let's say my current calorie demand is 2,500 calories. Anything below 2,500 calories then would be considered efficacious, meaning I'm going to be in a calorie deficit. Okay. It is impossible to beat the laws of thermodynamics. Anything I'm about to show you with these hacks and these supplements is not going to work unless you're in a calorie deficit, right? So you are burning more calories than you are taking in. All right. So ideally, we should see roughly a pound or two of weight loss per week. This is rough, and the scale is gonna fluctuate some days, but keep in mind you've got to be in a calorie deficit and try to be getting as much protein as possible. That will be the most satiating nutrient that you can get is protein. It is extremely satiating, meaning that it fills you up and makes you feel full. Okay, so I aimed for about 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's not necessarily toxic to the gut, and that's something that the body can uh, digest and handle fairly well, right? If you're doing, upwards of 2 grams per pound of body weight, you might run into some issues there, but 1 gram per pound of body weight should be just fine. I always kept fats above 50 grams a day. That is like the very lowest I would go. Fats are the base for your endocrinology, meaning the hormones in your system. So keeping those hormones in your system is going to be more important than any of these fat burning supplements I'm going to show you. Okay. So what have we talked about so far? Calorie deficit, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and at least 50 grams of fat, and then you can essentially backfill the rest to get to meet the calories that you want to meet with the carbohydrates. That's at least what I did, right? And also, real quick, and all those fad diets out there, the best diet for you is the one that you can most best adhere to. Whatever that is whatever that is for you. One doesn't work more than the other. That's just the way it is. So, number one, B vitamins. These are amazing. These are very, very deeply involved in the metabolic functions in the body, meaning the way that the body, works, the chemical interactions, the way that your body makes energy, right? B12 is super involved in the way that your body makes ATP or adenosine triphosphate, which is the cell's energy, right? So, B vitamins, super important. They help with, they're going to help with cognition, help with energy. And when you're really low in body fat and when you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to be tired. You're going to be groggy. You're going to not feel like you want to go do much. So these B vitamins are really going to help with the energy when you're that low in the cut, right? The best fat burning supplement that I felt that I had was acetyl L-carnitine, right? So I will say real quick, the oral bioavailability of acetyl L-carnitine or quadricarnitine, both of those are very, very similar, but the oral bioavailability is not very good. You have to either administer it via injection in the exact dosage that you want, or you can have to take this, which is a pill form, and when you take it in a pill form, you're gonna be able to absorb roughly 10% of what you take in through a pill form. So you need to account for that. So let's say, if I need to take in 100 milligrams of L-carnitine, I need to take in a supplement that is 1,000 milligrams to actually get that 100 milligrams into my system. Different for everyone. Look up the numbers for yourself and your current weights and whatnot. It varies for everybody. The next thing that I felt really helped was yohembine. Yohembine was something that I tried. Sign, that is a very good one that I've heard a lot of people have a lot of success with. But Sign made me feel like my skin was really hot, and it made me kind of feel panicky a little bit. It had some negative psychological effects. So I personally didn't take Sign. I didn't like it very much. But quad acetyl L-carnitine, or some people also take quadricarnitine, and then yohembine were the best ones that I felt to take. So look up the dosages for yourself. I'm not going to recommend dosaging on here. Honestly, I would recommend you talk to your physician or your doctor to determine what's going to be the best amount to take in each one of these supplements. But these were what I felt really helped me the most to give me the energy, to try to keep that mood up, try to allow me to work out. It's really tough to do anything when you're below 10% body fat. It's honestly miserable to do anything. So I know everyone wants to really diet down and look amazing, and you see everyone on Instagram. I want to say a lot of those people are actually on performance enhancing drugs. It's very, very hard to look like that all year round. So I don't want people to, have an unrealistic idea of what you can look like. You're going to, as you get deeper and deeper into this cut, your hormones are going to suffer. Your body is going to feel tired and fatigued. That's all normal. These things really just help give you energy and help metabolize the fat cells. Yohembine and acetyl L-carnitine really help metabolize the fat cells themselves, and it works pretty well in both men and women from what I have seen in the clinical research. And then B vitamins are amazing for everyone. So that's it, guys. Good luck on your fitness journeys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer.